Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kelly and hello. So I know it's been a while since I've filmed and uploaded. I just haven't really been inspired lately. But one of my favorite shows is Glow, and season 2 just came out and somebody commented on, I think, my Zoya video from last year asking me to do Liberty Bell, and I had always meant to film this video and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna get back into it. And yeah, I was just feeling really inspired to start filming again, and Glow has been one of my favorite shows. I've watched it over so many times. It's so funny, it's so good. I love the characters, the actors, and just everything about it. Plus it's got amazing 80s music, so can't really get any better than that, right? Now get your pies ready and your blending brushes on hand, and let's get started. Alright guys, so I have my foundation, concealer, bronzer, and one eye done. Let's do the other eye. Hopefully I can recreate this. I started out using more like aqua tones, and then as it was going I wanted it more royal blue. So I had to do like some tweaking, and I had to buff on like a lot of different colors. So I'm gonna try to recreate it without using as many shades for you guys, so it's a little bit easier. Let's just get started and get right into it. So I already have my eyes primed, and I am still gonna start with a few aqua shades just because I do want it to look the same, but I'm gonna try to use more of the royal blue colors as I go, instead of doing a ton of the aqua shades like I had been doing. But I am going to start with this shade. It is called Aqua. It's from MAC. And this is just a good like soft transition shade for blue eyeshadow. I'm just sweeping this back and forth in my crease, and then we're really going to wing it out pretty far. And then I'm going to go in to the Metal Matte palette from Kat Von D. We're going to use the shade Velour. I'm kind of doing the same thing, but we're keeping it slightly tighter, but not too tight because we really do just kind of buff this pretty high up, as you can see. And I really bring this one in on the inner corner of the crease. And then we're going to wing it out as well. And then I'm going to take my 224. I'm just going to really buff that all together. And then I went into my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to use this royal blue shade in the corner, and we're also going to use a little bit of this darker blue here. We're just going to go right over that to give it that nice royal blue wash. And if you want this to be really blended, just take your time with it. Blues can be a little patchy. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that darker blue shade from the Morphe palette, and we're going to buff it through. And I'm using a tight crease brush to do this, so you get more precision and we can kind of like shape it out a little bit more. And don't worry about the edge, we'll clean that up after, so if it gets a little messy and it's not perfectly straight, that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna do the lid now, and then we'll get back into more detailing work. For the lid, I combined two colors. I first went in with this ultraviolet blue pigment from Pat McGrath, and then I went on top with, I think this is Blue Eel or something like that from MAC. So going with that, and then we'll go right on top with that more electric blue color. Or maybe this one's called Electric Eel, actually. I think that's what it is. Alright, I'm now gonna go in with a black shadow. Any black will do, and we're really gonna define this shape. So I'm working it tightly in the crease, and then we're gonna kind of V out the outer corner and then wing it out. And then I'm gonna go back to my 224, and what I did was I took velour and the white, and then I just mixed them together to create like a light blue shade, and we're gonna buff out the crease, and we're gonna buff it up a little bit higher and more out. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that velour shade and bring it on the inner corner, kind of raising this crease up a little bit higher. Right here. You can do it on this side too a little bit more. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. They may not be exactly the same, but it's kind of tough when you completely do one eye and then try to recreate it on the other side. I like to do mine kind of like step by step. Alright, so for the highlighting shade, I went in with this holographic quad from Milk. I don't know what the specific one is called because it doesn't have names on the back or on the front, which is kind of annoying, but this blue highlighting shade. And we're just gonna completely buff that over and down. I'm gonna bring the shadow on this side a little bit closer and at the nose, because I did it on this side and I like how that looks. Alright. Let's do the lower lash line. I'm gonna take a tight lining brush and black shadow. And we're gonna get this right into the lash line. And then I'm gonna take that royal blue shade, the velour color, and we're gonna buff that out. And then I'm going to take that Pat McGrath pigment and go on top of that. And then we'll take the white shadow and soften the edge. And then using the Milk highlighter, we're going to brighten up the inner corner of the eye. Alright, and now to clean up the edge of this and the bottom a little bit, I'm going to take this super flat brush from Morphe. It's an M459, and you can either take your face powder to do this or like a bone shade shadow. I'm going to take the color Bone from this Kat Von D palette. And we're going to take the edge of the brush where we put the color, and we're just going to cut it right up. Alright guys, and that is our look for the shadow. I'm going to throw on some lashes and brows, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got lashes and brows on. I also did a little bit of a navy liner in my waterline. So let's finish up the face. So, I am going to use the shade Taupe to contour on my cheekbones. Now, I already did like bronzer to warm up my skin. And then I'm just going to use this to contour, because I like to use something cooler to contour and then something warmer to give me like a bronze look. And then we're going to do the same technique that we did with the shadow to clean up the edge of the contour and sharpen that shit up. soften it out a little bit. Now I want to do something kind of like Dolly and pink on the cheeks, so I'm going to use this shade from MAC, Peony Petal. I'm going to focus this towards the back of the cheekbone. And then we're going to use that same blue highlighter from Milk to highlight the cheekbones. And you can kind of buff it into the edge of the shadow too. Alright guys, last but not least is the lip. I'm going to use the shade He Said, She Said lip liner from MAC. This is basically the color equivalent of Ruby Woo. And then I'm going to go on top with Let's Rock Grand Illusion gloss from MAC. Thought it might be cool to throw a little bit of this in there too. This is Lunar Module Grand Illusion from MAC. Give it like a blue shift on top of the red. Alright guys, I am feeling good makeup wise. I'm gonna do my hair and get my costume on. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it, and I hope you have as much fun recreating it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave and check out my other videos in my Glow series.